So this video is way overdue and it's very late. But I still want to talk about Dragonflight, the new expansion for World of Warcraft. Now, I am very excited for Dragonflight because, like many people have been saying, it's coming back to what World of Warcraft was, you know? It was like knights and dragons and caves and stuff like that, right? And I get it. Now, I started with Shadowlands, which was probably not the best experience. Then again, I still enjoyed Shadowlands for the most part. Now, I know a lot of people that enjoy Shadowlands, and yes, it had a lot of problems that I wasn't a parent to because I had not played the previous expansions. But now learning more of how the other expansions worked and how this new one is going to work, that really opened my eyes as to what the real potential for Shadowlands should have been, or what Shadowlands should have been, and how now I guess they realize that and then they've pulled the ripcord. And with Dragonflight, they're changing a lot of things. I just gotta say, I'm really excited. There's a lot of concerns, people saying that Dragonflight is not ready, because as of this recording, they have finally given the release date, which is before December 31st. Now, the reason I feel that it is on time and it is going to be fine is because they had to they had to cut a lot of stuff or development from Shadowlands. There's definitely things that were cut and that were missing. Some people saying a whole tier. Probably. Again, I'm not the biggest expert on expansions, but I definitely feel that there was something missing. So I think they said, you know what, especially with this whole, with this whole pandemic going on and all these problems in the world, we're gonna have to cut it short because we've realized the mistake we've made. We've seen the feedback for Shadowlands, and we're just going to pull another wad, as I've now learned, and just cut it and start going full steam ahead with the new expansion. And of course we want to have it on time because not only are people bored and we're losing subscribers and people want new stuff, this is still a company and they need to make money. Bobby needs another yacht or whatever. And so I think that they made that decision, and that's why I feel Dragonflight is going to be not only on time, but relatively with no issues. Again, because they're going with this whole talent tree system, which I really, from the looks of it, I really enjoy. It looks so much better that things are decoupled, especially with having the class, right, and then the specialization, having those things separate. I mained a Death Knight when I initially started. I first started with a mage. Mage sucked. I went with a Death Knight. Complete difference. I enjoyed the hell out of it, and I can see how now, after playing mage for quite a while, Death Knight for quite a while, once you start seeing where everything can fall into place, you're like, wow, this really opens a lot of possibilities, right? And now that you can have builds, you can just end on the fly. You have to be able to change them. There's a lot of quality of life things that got announced with Dragonflight that I feel are just going to make the game even better, and it's going to allow a lot of people to come back to play and probably go back to that feeling that it's not so cumbersome, and a lot of improvements. No more covenants, no more this whole segmentation of things, lessons learned, and now it's going to be better. Not only that, we're getting a new class, the Evoker, which is kind of like what I wish they would have done with Demon Hunter, because that eventually turned into my main, which is probably still going to be, I want to say, my co-main coming into Dragonflight. I love Demon Hunter, and with the evoker class, if it's like they what I wanted, right? Because I saw Tyrande, with her warglaives, but also with like calling in all celestial energies, right? I'm like, that's the kind of class I would really like a demon hunter with a druid, right, meshed together, so they can be melee, right, do all these cool things, but then also kind of like how they have their eye beam, they can also have some other things that could, either dot other things real quick or something like that. So this evoker is like, wow, it's ranged, but it still feels like it has something where it has that demon hunter flavor, right? You're still a dragon, you're still doing slashes, and you can fly, and you can glide. So I was like, wow, I'm really excited for the evoker class. And not only that, you're getting DPS and you're getting healing. Now, obviously, we would have wanted a tank spec. That would have been, if that would have been a tank class, I would have been like, evoker, that's all I'm playing. I'm playing it. I'm learning to do tanking. I've been very scared to do tanking. I'm gonna do tanking. I'm gonna do DPS, and I'm gonna do healing. I'm gonna learn everything because that is just. It sounds like fun to learn all the specs, to learn to tank, the damage. Obviously, that's very plentiful, but also healing, because we need more healers and we need more tanks. So hopefully Blizzard changes their mind in the future and we get a tank spec, or they release it with a tank spec. That would be, oh my god, that would be such a win. And recently, given with certain events, right, certain things, Blizzard has just been W's after W's, wins after wins after wins after wins. It's like finally things are changing. Finally they're listening to their player base and to many other things and lessons learned. And honestly, the future is looking the brightest it's probably been in a long time. And this is me coming from somebody that's played very little, but looking at it, how other people have been saying, it looks fantastic. So I'm excited for Dragonflight. It's a new zone. It's not disconnected like in the Shadowlands where you had to travel from here to here and go through this hub, and it's like, oh my god, the development for Shadowlands must have been pretty bad. I guess the whole concept of the Shadowlands, that's why it kind of had to be fragmented in that way. But now coming back to the Dragon Isles, is like, it's one spot. You got all this different variety, and then they're increasing the length, the draw length. Oh my god, I can't wait till I get an RTX card, get all the juicy ray tracing in there, the high frame rates. Oh, I'm really, really excited for Dragonflight, if you can't tell. The new mounts, just more lore. Sindragosa, I love Sindragosa, one of my favorite dragons. And just the aspects, So I'm really hoping that the new capital city I kind of feel the capital city is going to be like Theed from Naboo, from Star Wars. It's going to have like these cliffs with like waterfalls, and the center, and there's like some circular areas, but then you have like this esplanades, right, where the crafting tables will be. Man, I'm thinking like it's going to be the best thing ever. For some reason in my mind, I feel like the new capital city is going to be fantastic, and we're going to all be together, hordes and alliance there. The new Evoker class, which can be either, which is cool in a way. I'm really excited. I really can't think of anything negative. No more legendaries, right? Which is good for me because I already made my money with legendaries, so I'm set in Shadowland from Shadowlands. So if that's gone away, great. Let it go through crafting. That's crafting being revamped, making the time invested into learning your crafting. If you want to be a crafter, I'm gonna pour myself into that. Learning for weapons and armor. I just hope it's robust and I can invest a lot of time into that. Because I'm not necessarily a raider. I will be raiding, but probably just LFR, just for the flavor, just to experience it. Maybe a little normal, to get that sweet transmog that they showed. Hopefully, that's one thing I'm hoping, that from the concept art to what is going to eventually be the actual tier, right? We're actually going to see and wear is really close to what they've done. I think I've gotten the best fair share because I think Evoker and Demon Hunter are probably the best ones. Obviously, with the Priest and the Warlock, with their dark black and red tints, and Death Knight, they got the blue, so that's pretty cool. I think some of the classes probably got the shorter end of the stick, but they're none of my classes. Or I think, yeah, no, yeah, I think Rose got it bad this time. Anyways, so the UI, oh my God, the revamping of the UI. I love the original UI, and then they switched from I switched from that to LVUI because just being able to modify things and stuff. But now having that with just in the game, I'm really looking forward to that. And not only that they stop, but they keep iterating, keep making it better so that it's in game, it's flavored, and it just works, because a lot of these add-ons are very complicated and you got to look at videos all over the place. So to resume, man, I'm excited for the thing. It's going back to Azeroth. It goes back to the lore. It goes back to Azeroth, the Sundering, what happened, a lot of answers, a lot of new places. It continues the story, new class, new UI, new trees, new auction house. Now all the bomb that just fell is that the auction houses are all gonna be region wide. So we're gonna be able to save on consumables and save on stuff because now it's all one big market. I can't even imagine the more news that they're gonna give. It's just gonna be hopefully the catalyst system, the creation catalyst comes through, because some people again don't want to raid or anything. They can do their Mythic Plus, a few Mythic Pluses, get that Mythic level gear, and go and transform it slowly at first, right? To let the Mythic players and the Heroic players don't complain. And then eventually everybody gets it, right? Everybody can get everything in the game. Well, I guess except the mounts, but that would be cool too. And yeah, it's just, I'm happy. I'm really excited. I can't wait. And I'm crossing my fingers that I get into the alpha or the beta so that I can play the Evoker. And I want to make a ton of Evoker content, really good content. I'll probably dip into Demon Hunter too, because I don't think I'm going to be able to leave my Demon Hunter behind. I'm like, I don't want to. I love them. Hopefully they make Demon Hunters even better. Hopefully they make all the classes better. Anybody that plays their class and has been feeling lackluster, or they had or they were passionate about another spec in the past, and now it's been refreshed and made new and made exciting. Oh my God, I'm all for it. I hate rogues, but if you've been wanting to play rogue and you gave it up a while because it sucked or whatever, hey, play a rogue now. I don't care. I'm not gonna make a rogue. I hate rogues. Anyways, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in Dragonflight, and I'll see you guys later.